Hi UHI community. We wanted to walk through the email that was sent to you today about ways of properly sitting at a computer and working from home. And then we're going to show you some exercises that are really cool at combating the effects of sitting at a laptop.
So first we're going to get started if you just have a laptop and not a separate keyboard. So the first thing that you want to make sure is that you're using a chair where your hips are not lower than your knees. So this is setting your pelvis up in a better position. If your hips and knees are level or your hips are just a touch higher than your knees, then you'll want to make sure that your feet are placed on the ground. If they're hanging off of the ground, put something underneath so that they're supported. And then you want to find yourself a table or a surface where you can slide the chair and your knees all the way under. Okay, so moving into positioning, you'll want to roll your pelvis a bit forward so you're on your sit bones. That should set up your spine in a really nice position. Then make sure you're all the way back in your chair so that your spine is also supported. And your shoulders are supported and over your hips, not rolled forward or hunched forward. Your arms should hang by your side, elbows not flared out too much, pretty relaxed. And then a chair with some armrests is better. But okay, if you find a chair that works for you that doesn't have armrests. So you'll want to pull yourself all the way underneath the surface so that the laptop is right in front of you. Bring your head back just a bit so it's over your shoulders, and then tuck your chin ever so slightly. Okay, and how does this position feel for you?
I feel super relaxed and comfortable.
Okay, so now we will move on to if you do have a separate keyboard at home.
So if you have a separate keyboard as well as a laptop, and this is actually the ideal scenario, you would use, I'm going to use some blocks. You can use probably books would be best, or a box at home, something like that. So if I place them like this, then my screen is, pretty close to eye level. A little bit down is actually okay. You do not want your screen higher than your eyes. That will be uncomfortable for you to look at. So my screen is in place at about eye level. I have my extra keyboard, and all the same rules apply that Nicole talked about as far as keyboard and hand and body placement. Okay, now we will go through all of the movements that you can use to make yourself feel better while working from home.
Okay, so now we will jump into the movements that were set along in the newsletter. So we will go step by step through them. The first one we'll start with is 2 birds and a butterfly. So we will start with the hummingbird. So you'll bring hands behind your head. This is Dr. Lazar, my patient, by the way. And you're going to bring your elbows forward and back. 5 sets. So this is 2. And make sure that you keep your head back. You're not pulling it forward. Much better. So you see how his shoulders are a bit further back and his head is more aligned over his spine.
Yeah.
Then we will move into butterfly. So you'll bring your hands right below your arms here, and same idea, going forward and back with the elbows. 5 sets of this as well. And make sure that your upper traps and your shoulders stay relaxed. Good. And then arms and hands will be in the same position here, but now elbows will be going up and down. So this is the chicken dance, as some of us know it. Again, 5 sets of this, trying to keep shoulders relatively relaxed, especially on the way up. Good. Now we will move into our vowels out loud. So this is going to be an exaggerated A-E-I-O-U. You should stand upright with arms at your sides. So think of a good posture to set yourself up nicely. And then you'll start with an exaggerated A.
A-E-I-O-U.
Good, and make very big facial expressions if you can.
A-E-I-O-U.
Fabulous. Okay. The next one we'll do is the happy pose. So it's similar to the power pose that some people know of, but with arms upwards now. So you're going to stand with feet separated. Good, nice and long through the trunk. Arms are out to the side. And then lift your chin. Open your eyes and open your mouth wide if you can. Good, and take 3 slow deep breaths. And then you can let it out through your mouth or however feels natural. Last one. Fabulous. And then slowly lower your arms and bring your head back. The next one will be marching. So some of you may have done this in the hallways of UHI, but it will be marching as you know it, making sure to engage your arms as well. So this will be for 250 steps or about 6 lengths of something like the UHI hallways. Good. So engaging the opposite arm and knee at the same time. So with this one, make sure that when you're marching, you're bringing your knees high to meet your hips, okay? All right, good work. So the next one is the stabilizer lunge. So you'll want a balance pad or a folded up blanket or towel, works just fine. Place one knee on your support surface. The other foot comes forward, so you're creating this 90 degrees here with the knee. Make sure that the knee doesn't fall outwards or inwards or goes too far forward. Perfect. And then bring arms up overhead, lifting your rib cage. Have palms facing each other and hold for 90 seconds.
Switch.
And then make sure to breathe. And if any of you are feeling pressure through the kneecap, you can always push through the shin and push through the top of the foot there. That'll take a little bit of pressure off of the knee. Good. And then when 90 seconds is up, we'll switch sides. Again, make sure that the knee is in a good position. Lift rib cage and arms. Beautiful.
And continue to breathe again, 90 seconds.
Dr. Lazar, is this one challenging?
It's surprisingly difficult.
Okay, and when this is 90 seconds, then we'll go to the next one, which is actually the most fun on the list, I think. So this is where you can pick your favorite song. If your kids have a favorite song, you can do this with them. This would be a dance, hop, or skip to the song. So it should be roughly 4 minutes. Of your favorite song. Just move around however you feel the most comfortable to get the blood flowing. Okay, and then the last one will be laying with legs up the wall. So if some of you have a bed that presses up against a wall or has a headboard, this would be the perfect position for that because you have a nice soft surface underneath you. So you'll lay with legs up the wall. Start with 2 minutes if you've never done this one before. If you have, then you know we would recommend up to 10 minutes. But laying here with a soft surface underneath is best. Okay, and then when it's been 2 minutes or up to 10 minutes, you can bring legs down and then roll to your side. Stay on the side here for about 45 seconds just so that you know you won't get lightheaded coming back up. And then you're ready to go on about your day. Nice work. All right. And we're done.